Yo, welcome to the show. I got a special guest in the building today. I got my man Kenny. He's a longtime friend, co-worker, a legend on the east side, west side, south side. Doesn't matter. Anybody know anything about a bowling ball know this guy. So today we got him at the show today. He's gonna drop by to give us some bowling advice, some expertise, and believe me, I got this guy on my team, so it definitely gives you a confidence booster knowing you got an anchor like my guy on your team. Because when everybody else is kind of like having they off day, we could always rely on Kenny to bring it home for us when we ain't all bowling good. So without further notice, welcome to the show again. Hey, while y'all on here, make sure y'all grab y'all hat too. They going quick. So so I got my man Kenny today. Mr. 300 itself, I'll let you go ahead and talk a little bit about like your. Well, first off, how did you start getting into bowling?
Honestly, bro, like that was all my dad. Let my mom tell her. I had a foot in it too, But my dad taught me, man. He was the first one to put a ball in my hand, and I grew from there for real. I just took the craft that he was showing me, and I had a lot of different styles: back up, straight.
Elaborate on your style too, cause man, he has one of the most like legendary swings I've ever seen. Cause it's something you definitely can't try yourself. If you ain't him, you ain't doing it. Explain to them the figure eight, like wind up. How'd you start experimenting with that?
Well, I always thought I had a straight backswing, ever, until somebody recorded me, and was like, "Oh, Kenny, your backswing ain't straight, man." I was like, "What?" Nah, my stuff's straight, dog. Nope. Looked at it. It's basically a figure eight. Like, I do some stuff like here.
Yeah, your hand when it's up here, it's over here, then it's come back again.
But it's consistent. And I stuck with it because I tried changing it, couldn't do it. Even the pro that was showing me some stuff, I don't know. I don't know. He'll drop it. If I drop his name, he might. His name is
Yeah, shout him out. This the show for it, man. Shout him out.
Yeah. What's his last name? Rob. Rob. I had to think of his last name later, but
so he raised your game to the point where you elevate your arm a little higher, or he helped you with your swing, your backswing.
He helped me with my backswing. He definitely helped me straighten it out more than what it was, because I was literally like out here, and it was a unique style. They said I should have tore my rotator cuff. It was like, Kenny, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you don't break your arm, but you still slinging them and throwing them and striking, and one of the best to do it. I'm like, but I ain't want to beat my head up. So
for those who don't know, like the average speed of bowling. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. The average bowler is probably rolling 10 to 12 miles per hour. A ball. This is a bowling ball. What pound you throw? 15. And how fast are you? What's your average speed going down the lane? Cause this is crazy.
The average, my first ball average is about 1750 to 18 miles
per hour.
The second one, like a spare shot, that's about 22, 23.
Flying.
But
I know that's fast because I feel like I'm throwing it fast, and I know I'm hooking up in the pocket around 13. If I'm high 14 or 15, I'm shooting over. So my man said he's throwing 19 to 22 on a spare ball. So he's throwing a bowling ball, not a baseball, but slinging that thing. So how old was you when you remember your first 300?
Yes, I was actually coming back from an injury. That's what made it so epic to me, like, because I had broke my collarbone at one point. So actually, I was betting. I used to gamble like a lot. So I was betting this guy in basketball, childhood friend. Stuff got intense. I was about to go up for the final shot, and I was running full speed to the hoop. He pushed me in the back, and I ran into the pole. the metal pole, and you just heard it crack, but I ain't think nothing of it. I got the ball back, started dribbling, went up to shoot, arm just
Drop.
dropped. I was like, ah. But yeah, like I said, the arm just dropped. I rode the bike home and told my mom what happened. They had me, and they had a band at the time, so that trip to the hospital was bad. Every bump was just. Then I was in a bungee jumping suit for like 6 months. But when I came back, within the first month, I shot my very first 300.
Jeez. So almost like the injury kind of helped strengthen your arm a little bit. Gave you, you know.
It did. It motivated me because I like playing basketball, football, and all that stuff. So basketball was like my second thing.
Yeah.
And I like to run and all that. So, but bowling was always the first. And to do that after injury, it felt kind of special to me.
So I always tell people the story about how I first bumped into Kenny and how I heard about Kenny before I met Kenny. And at the time I was working on B shift, and I felt like I could bowl. I ain't gonna lie. I've been bowling my whole life. My dad's took it a lot more serious than I have. He tried to teach me a few things, and I figure I can bowl with the best of them. And I get to A shift, and everybody's talking about this one guy on line one that, man, he's the real deal. So as me and him, I end up getting, when I transfer to A shift, I end up working closely next to Kenny. And as we worked together over a long period of time, we became cool, and he decided to invite me out to, where we go? We went up north. We went to the Palace. Crazy. This how I know he was serious. I think we threw our first game. And he said, like, right before we started the second game, he said, I think I'm going to throw a 300 this game. I was like, oh, man, he talking shit. Like, not like in it, like, oh, like, man, and then after he was on 4 in a row, I said, oh, shit. He ain't lying. He went all the way to the 300 ball. And he said, I don't want to throw a 300 in practice. I was looking at him like, bro, you crazy. It's just crazy that he said it and then he did it. Like, not too many people understand, like, how hard it is to complete a 300 when people are watching you, and when you just throwing a 300 that's in practice, even just to keep that mindset for 12 frames, I don't know how many, 15 balls, right? Or 12. 12 balls, you gotta throw 12 to get 300. 12 balls to get 300. And yeah, so from then, that was just like, hey, I understand. I'm just, hey, whatever I can learn from this guy, I got to stay close to this guy, because this guy knows what he's talking about, man. We bowl Wednesday nights, Easy Rollers. Y'all come check us out. Yeah, we have a good time out there. You know, shout outs to the team. You know, Chris, Trish, Phil, Doggum. You know, we have a good time while we out there. What would you say is your favorite, I wouldn't say ball, but brand of ball? And does that matter?
It does matter, but some brands are better than others. And my favorite in particular is, I like Rotogrip, but Rotogrip is also Storm. For a few of you that don't know, they combine and almost one and the same, but they both make quality balls. They just sell separate products. But they're the same company, but sell separate products.
Okay.
So they still have their own line. They're just partnered together.
So what's the difference between an alley ball and a ball that got some weight in it?
Well, alley balls, they don't have a weight block. They don't have a core. So when I say core, it's basically what centers the ball. It gives the ball a certain tilt and a performance that you want it to do, and that also comes with a drill as well. But alley balls are just straight. A lot of them are like polyester, nothing to it. Some of them are just urethane or plastic, but there's no reaction to it.
You could get them to spin, but as far as like a guaranteed comeback, they not coming back on certain. So if the lanes, that's one other thing people don't realize too about bowling is the lanes.
Yeah.
Game 1 through 3. Can you explain to them how the shot can change even from game 1 to 2, or even you might be able to get a good shot for almost 3 games, and then that change up? Like how do you know when it's time to change up?
Okay, the best thing to do that I've learned coming up is every 3 balls gradually adjust. Whether it be a board, and the board I'm just mean where you stepping, where your fleet's at.
So the dots that's on the floor.
The dots, and each little board, each little fraction of a board.
Y'all pay attention.
Each little fraction of a board. That's what I mean by board. So it's 5 boards each section. So move a little board every 3 frames, because you'll notice the difference. You'll notice the reaction, and it's 60 feet of lane.
Gotcha.
And a typical house shot is what we basically play on league-wise.
Gotcha.
So that's like 35, 36 feet.
Gotcha.
So you got 24 feet of hook.
Okay.
The other part is just oil.
Gotcha.
So as the time goes on, as the games go on, you're going to slowly move left. It's based on your swing, your rev rate. When I say rev rate, is how much spin you put on the ball.
Gotcha.
So you'll know it. You'll feel it. And you'll slowly get comfortable with it, but it takes practice and repetition for it. So, yeah.
What he's basically saying is some people want to throw their shot the same way for 3 games, and sometimes, okay, you drop your ball off on the second arrow, and you're wanting it to go down the lane and hook up later. By the second and third game, what he's saying, if a lot of this kind of depends on too, if a lot of right hand throwers. That's why a lot of times when you have a lefty, it's almost like a cheat code, because nobody's rolling on the left side as much, so they almost get the same shot for 3 games, and everybody else is burning up everybody else's track.
Oh, yeah.
So that was one thing I feel like I kind of struggle with, is the adjustments, like making the adjustments between game 1, game 2, because once I find a shot that I like, I just put my all into it and hope it is, and then try to figure it out. But being stubborn in bowling, you're going to have a lot of frustrating nights. You got to have like a quick memory. I know when I first started a league with my dad, it was kind of rough, because I was around a lot of seasoned vets, and when I was bowling bad, I felt like I just didn't like feeling like I was letting everybody down and we're losing because of me. And I felt it after when you come on the season hot, and I didn't have an established average, so I was coming in with like 40 to 50 sticks. Can you explain to people what handicap is? So some people feel like you have to be really, really good to be in a bowling league, but maybe you can explain to them how it's actually harder to beat teams who have a lot of pins versus people who have high averages.
Okay, so ones like me that's been in it like for a minute, like we don't necessarily like a lot of handicap bowlers or bowlers that have a lot of handicap, but they're good to have. They're good to have, and they're good to have on your team, especially in them times when you're facing a team that's just really, really good, and they throw nothing but high scores, so it's going to take a lot of extra help to beat them. Based on handicap is like if you are only throwing, like, say, on average 130 games, stuff like that, and the league is basing it off 220.
Got you.
The 220 average is basically like the cutoff, so I can't get no pins to my name after 220. Anything below just adds up just like it is. So 130, you get, let me see, 70, you get 90 pins. That's just the difference, and then so on. You get the gist of that. But
so if somebody comes in, they're happy to get like 100. How many sticks you think they would give somebody that's barely breaking 100? Like,
okay, if the league does have a cap, some of them have like a 80 pin cap to where they can't get no more than 80 pins.
Yeah. Ooh, that would be tough.
Yeah, if that person
80 for one person, jeez.
I mean, I've seen people have like 112 sticks. So if you shoot 220. You ain't a very good bowler, but you shoot 220,
Uh,
and you got 112 sticks. You technically shoot 332. So if I shoot 300, I don't have no pins, I lose. And he shot, or that person shot 220 something.
yeah.
That makes, you know.
I'll tell you, like, one time that I won a pot. It was because of my sticks, and I think they were giving me like 36 sticks. So I basically only needed to bowl like a 265 or to get a 300. So and a lot of people don't understand like how much money you can make.
Oh yeah.
And I only bowl in one league.
Yeah.
This man bowls in like 3 to 4. He's in every. That's why I said legend on the east side, west side, any place you got a ball, they know who this guy is. So, yeah.
It's a lot of money in these leagues. Like, let's say for instance, because I got bowl tomorrow, I got league tomorrow. So tomorrow, on average, if you win everything, every game, you can walk out with $2,000 plus. And
one event.
If you like tickets or 50-50 and stuff like that, every weekend, every Sunday, they're 50-50. It's $1,500 plus guaranteed, just for $1 tickets. So you can pay $1, make $1,500. You can pay for your whole league for the rest of the year if you want it, and be straight. Like,
yeah.
And this is every week.
And that's one event.
Yeah.
I went to a Detroit tournament with my dad, and it wasn't a big turnout, but so I kind of looked at like how many bowlers they had there, and I was seeing some guys was winning like $50 to $60 a game, and the one game I actually went to 265 with my sticks. I didn't put in for the pot.
And I got on you about that too, man.
We had some traumatic stuff going on around the time. Like one of my dad's fellow friends collapsed in the parking lot, and I was on my 7th frame. Everybody rushed out of the bowling alley and ran to the parking lot because we was outside waiting for the ambulance and everything. So I'm thinking like, in my head, I really do want to make sure a dude's okay. But in my head, I thought we already put the money in. So in my head, I'm locked in. We go back in 45 minutes later. I rolled 2 more strikes, and then I spared out, But I didn't leave any opens. You would have been proud of me, Kenny. You'd have been proud of me, man.
I am.
But I got my one good game off, so I felt like I was able to leave Detroit with my head held high. Like, I dropped a high score. Shit, I didn't even get. I'm only had like 2-3 games this season where I went that high, And we about to get bowling started next week, and we've had 3 months off.
Something like that, yeah.
3 months off, yeah, for sure.
Get back to the grind now.
Get back to the grind, man.
Especially because we was in there on them playoffs. Like, to come in as a new team too and develop that chemistry.
Yeah. And
to get into the position that we did is a plus, and it is built over time. And like now, it's like second year round. So that chemistry is going to be that much better, and it's probably going to be epic. It's going to be a good season. We gotta tell them like about the handshake, like, cause I think our handshake caught on after a while. Every team we played, they always said like, "Man, we love bowling against y'all." Even though you're bowling and you having competition with the people next to you, we somehow found a good. We just got a good vibe, like you said, with our team, and everybody liked to bowl against us, and we was bowling to beat people too, but we got a card game that we play, and like I said, a lot of people don't understand, like, when people are in these leagues, there's a lot of money going around. You got guys dropping by like, hey, getting on this pot, getting this pot. Folders at the top of the counters behind the register where you're gonna sign up for individual games, and my man over here, he's in like all of them, like all of them, and I had to tell him at one point, if you put me in, like sometimes me knowing that I'm putting my money down for a pot, then I'm thinking about the money too much, and then I start getting in my head too much and start bowling bad. And then Kenny's one of them good dudes that'd be like, he can kind of peep on the side like, okay, he getting hot. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna put him in.
And I think I won a pot with Kenny maybe like our fourth week, and he split the money with me. I was like, I didn't put anything down, and he put me in. So and he broke me off some bread. Really needed that shit at the time, and definitely helped out. And it motivated me the next practice to be like, okay, like we can do that again, or I can do that again, you know. So I didn't understand growing up, like, man, like I knew my dad liked bowling a lot, but I didn't realize, you know, he was in it playing for the love of it, but he was making money. He's making money in this shit. So, yeah. So I just wanted to highlight a little bit about like the bowling scene here in Columbus, Ohio. It doesn't get talked about enough, but we see in the leagues all the time when we're not in league or we're up there practicing. The bowling alleys are filled with people bringing their families out, having a good time, getting a couple drinks, and I'm starting to see a lot of celebrities. I mean, what's a couple good celebrities that you think is a good celebrity bowler?
Good bowlers.
You said Terrell Owens, right? Terrell Owens can throw the ball. DJ Khaled.
Mookie Bates, but he plays baseball and he does.
Mookie Bates.
And he's really, really good.
Okay.
So he does like tour stuff too, like regional stuff.
See, I'm about to make him say something about DJ Khaled. What do you think about DJ Khaled?
That nigga sucks. Hey, no cap, bro.
That's one thing he can't say about strikes because he ain't getting another one. Like, he ain't getting another one. But my dude Kenny, he always put me on with the snacks too. That's why you gotta have good friends like this, man. He used to drive by my old spot before I moved and put me on with the some good drinks that I can get through the drive-through. And I probably tried so many different things just through him. So he wanted me to try this. This is from Sheets, right?
Yep.
Sheets. This is it's a bagel toasted grilled chicken, fried egg, pepper jack cheese, jalapeno ranch. Oh, I got jalapenos in there twice. Maybe there's extra jalapenos, pickles and pico. Is, we about to try it. This look like a monster.
That's it. Everything bagel too. So. As long as they made it like I remember.
Oh yeah, I want to try to see this. That pickle.
Oh,
that was a nice little add. Sheets, you got something.
And I was just pressing buttons. I literally was just pressing buttons. I came up with a masterpiece, I think.
Man.
So it's saved.
So you crafted this.
Yeah. That ain't
So you can't go to Sheets and order this.
No.
This is we gonna call this the Kenny sandwich. All right. This is the Kenny slab. This was the OG one. This was the original. Okay. The one I let you try first. Yeah.
That's the second creation.
So this the second.
That's the upgrade.
This the Mach 2.
Yeah.
See, we got the Mach 1s and this the Mach 2 right here.
It's the little prototype.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Ain't bad, man. But yeah. Head to Sheets. You can customize your own sandwich. You know, like you said, you can't get this. You can't order this sandwich. I'll just say that. You got to get it from my man's. So, you said you were at the shop. I was literally at the gas station, and dude was like, "You got tattoos?" He's like, "I do tattoos." And I was like, "Man, that's cool." I was looking to get a tattoo pretty soon. He said I got cheap prices. Gave me his card. This is independent tattoo artist. Low rates, $400 tap out, $25 deposit for a session. $25 for a deposit.
Is that good?
That ain't bad at all. But I'm wondering how many you do for like a session. But he says he does everything out of his crib. Want to get Inky 614 Instagram. That's his Instagram. Y'all hit him up. Get him some clientele. Me, I really want a tattoo, but I really want to. I'm an AI design my next tattoo, so it's just crazy.
That's one thing I got to do is before I die, I gotta get a tattoo.
You gotta get the robotic arm, man. I told you that.
You said the robotic arm?
Yeah, with your bowling arm, bro. You got that tattoo where it looked like you got machine inside, like the Terminator.
Like a little sleeve?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just figured out another name for this. We're gonna call this the figure 8 sandwich in honor of Kenny. So yeah, man, I'm glad we got a chance to get him in here, explain a little bit to y'all. We got a long night ahead, probably about to kick back, catch up on some things. I'm gonna eat the rest of this sandwich. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. You know, next time y'all hit the lanes, y'all come out Wednesday night, see us bowl. You definitely get to see one of the best to ever do it out there doing it. So yeah, y'all come by, support. You know, buy some merch. You know, slap the like button, share it to a friend. Let's get some promotion going. You know, 10% discounts if you like the shit. Put the shit on, take a picture. You know, post and tag me to it. That's how you get these discounts. We trying to get these hats going, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.